Welcome back, Cougars. So this video is for day 5 of our maze coding challenge on variables and challenge number 2. So challenge number 2 asks you to make a countdown timer. So let's start here. We're going to create a new project. Step number 1, create a new project and share it. Make a new variable called time remaining and make a backdrop called out of time and name it game over. So we have a new program. We're going to call it countdown timer. We are going to make a new variable called time remaining for all sprites. And we're going to create a new backdrop. And let's review what that's going to say. New backdrop with the words out of time and name it game over. So it's going to be named game over. And we're going to use our words to say out of time. Some exclamation points here. Use our move tool. Let's just get this really big. All right, and let's put the center on the center. Excellent. Okay, so now let's jump back into our instructions and see the next step. So the next step asks us to program our time remaining variable to start at 10 and count backwards to 0. Then we're going to use an if-then statement, step 5. Use an if-then statement to change the backdrop to game over when the timer is equal to 0 seconds. And there's a hint here, we're going to have to use an operator from the green code blocks. So let's code this. Changing our backdrop. Let's go to our backdrop. Let's add our code. And we're going to start off with when the green flag is clicked, we want to make sure that we have the first backdrop. So we're going to switch our backdrop to backdrop 1. All right, so for our timer, when the green flag is clicked, we want to set our variable to the starting number. Our variable's name is time remaining. We're going to set that to a value of 10. Then let's add in a forever loop. And every second, we're going to want our code, our variable, to go down one number. So we're going to say, wait 1 second, and then add in a variable block telling us to change the variable named time remaining. And we don't want to change it by 1. We don't want it counting up. We want it by -1. So let's go ahead and run this code and check it. And you see we're starting at 10, 9, 8, and so forth. But now we want it to tell us when time is over. And we're going to do this using an if-then statement. So let's go into our control boxes and let's grab an if-then. And we want to say if the time remaining variable is equal to 0. So we have to add in an operator. And operators you can pretty much think of as math problems. So I'm going to pull out a equal sign. I'm going to go to our variables and grab time remaining. And I'm going to say if time remaining is equal to 0, then, and at that point in time, we want our backdrop to change. So we want to switch our backdrop to game over. Okay, so this should be our whole code. We'll go ahead and get rid of the cat so it's not in our way. And when I hit the green flag, it should start at 10. It should count down 1 second, one number each second. And when it hits 0, the backdrop should switch to game over. And there you have it. So that's how we code challenge number 2 for day 5.